From the 2017 D3Hoops.com Classic in Las Vegas, I'm Pat Coleman. I'm here with Mark Thomas, the 31-year head coach of UW-Stout women's basketball, and his team here at the D3Hoops.com Classic came away with a 2-0 sweep. First of all, congratulations on the wins, and glad to see you in Vegas.
It's awesome to be back. I tell you, we were so looking forward to coming out here, being a part of your event. You know, I can't thank you and your staff for everything that you do for Division III athletics, period. You know, coaching football forever and ever at Stout, and baseball, you know, what you do on your websites to promote Division III athletics is so important for all the universities and colleges across the country. We really appreciate it, so thank you.
I remember when we first learned about a little bit about UW-Stout women's basketball. It must have been, I don't know, like 1999 or so. Yeah. Mark Simon wrote a feature, which tells us how long ago that was, when Mark was still working for us. Yeah. Wrote a feature about how unique it was. You know, bring players out in waves and play, 15 players a game, and you guys are still doing it.
Yeah, you know, it's a style of play that you know, we thought we had to be unique back in the day when we got hired it and working in the WIAC every day, you know, having, growing up in the area and going and watching area college football games. You know, I grew up right between River Falls and Stout, and both of them were very unique. Stout ran the radar defense back in the day, something different, which made it really hard for people to prepare for. And obviously River Falls ran the wishbone, and at that time in my life I was invested into all three of the sports that I was coaching at Stout, and I was like, hey, what can we do basketball wise? And I always like to be the aggressors, and so that was our mindset, and we just made that commitment to it. And it took us a while to get some kids on campus that could play that style and give us that depth, and it keeps everybody more happy, the more they get to play a little bit, and gives them something to really be able to come back to practice and work on, whether they play 4 or 5 minutes or 20 minutes a game. So,
over the course of 3 decades, how has that transitioned? How's it changed?
Well, not a lot, really, to be honest with you. I'll tell you, I went on a really cool professional development trip this fall. First week of October, I went down and spent some time with Lisa Stone. There's a name from the past, okay? And I spent a day, got to be with her staff and watch them practice and pick her brain a little bit. And then I went and met up with Nancy Fahey. We became good friends through the NCAA tournament, being on, regional sites and stuff like that. And so got to spend a lot of time with Nancy and her staff and really pick their brains. And they wanted to pick my brain about some stuff with the press, and so it was just a great experience. And so we tweaked a couple things around, but really the bottom line is we're trying to use our up-tempo game to create a little chaos, break the rhythm of the offense, and just try to fatigue teams.
Your team played here, now I'm trying to remember, not on back-to-back days, right?
Correct. We played Trine on the 28th and lost to them, and then played today. So
you have a situation where you have the opportunity to get some rest for those legs in between games, and you don't play back-to-back games much in the WIAC either.
Nope, not anymore. It really no situation where we play back-to-back WIAC games. So that was really nice to be able for our kids, especially with the travel and the air difference, and just the dehydration issue and stuff. But our kids, I got a great staff, and my staff were working hard with our kids to keep their bodies ready to go as we could. So
we were watching with some interest, especially the first day, watching Amber Fayback, who was getting some things done, struggling against a different style in Haley Martin for Trine, and then again flashes of brilliance, but struggles in the second game as well.
Yeah, and it's part of the process. She's young, I mean, you look at her and she's so mentally engaged in the game, and I think her mind is ahead of what her body's going to do yet a little bit. It's just some rhythm and some timing. I'm expecting Amber to really keep building and building as we move through our conference season. It's really tough when you play all the way up to like the middle of December, then you get into finals, then you send the kids home for 5-6 days, then you pull them all back together, you get a quick practice in, you get on an airplane, you come out here, don't get much practice time, which is understandable, but hopefully now we can get back home and you get a rhythm going again and try to get ready for the WIAC, which is going to be wicked good. So
Yeah, it's always seems like it's a cycle in the WIAC. Some years Stevens Point obviously dominant, won national championships. Whitewater's had its run. Oshkosh has kind of come back to the fore. How have you seen the kind of ebbs and flows in the WIAC?
Well, it's tough every night, as you know, Pat. I mean, it really is. There's the state of Wisconsin has one Division II school, and the 4 or 5 D1s, so we get a lot of really good players, and basketball in general in Wisconsin is strong. The high school coaches do an amazing job, and a lot of kids are playing. So, it's very, very competitive. You don't have a night where you have no chance, and you don't have a night where you're just going to walk out there and roll the ball out and play. So, we're looking forward to that challenge. We've been picked to take 7th in the league, and our goal is to obviously do quite a bit better than that, and we'll have to earn that, though. That's one cool thing about our conference is that you're going to have to earn it.
This has been a good week for those of us from the Upper Midwest to be here in Las Vegas, where not only has it been unseasonably crazy cold in Minnesota and Wisconsin, but it's been warmer here than usual, too. It's been the 60s. So what have you guys gotten to do outside of the hotel in terms of Las Vegas stuff?
Yeah, well, the kids have actually been able to get out by the pool a little bit, and they've really enjoyed that. You get a little vitamin D and...
I forgot they had that here.
Yeah. They were out there quite a bit yesterday, and a couple of the parents, brought in bottled water and some stuff from the snack on, so they had a good time out there. But, we gave them some time to kind of be with each other and free time where they could go downtown or stay here, and some did both. Some did one or the other, and then last night we all went down together and had dinner together. It was really fun, and really enjoyed, just observing what goes on in Las Vegas and stuff like that, and just people watching and seeing all the different things that you see when you're in a place where there's so much diversity going on around you, so it's a cool thing.
In addition to basketball watching, people watching is one of my favorite things to do in Las Vegas as well. It's Mark Thomas, the women's basketball coach of UW-Stout, here at the 2017 D3Hoops.com Classic.